500cc race, 34 laps of this 3.5 kilometre Shah Alam circuit, and anxious eyes towards the dark clouds. Wayne Rainey, he's qualified second fastest alongside Michael Doohan, the world champion, with Kenny Roberts alongside him. Daryl Beattie, the young Australian, qualified third fastest on only his second ever 500cc Grand Prix appearance. And the surprise of the front row of the grid, the former 125cc world champion Alex Crevier riding the Kamsa Honda. The tension mounts among the riders and the 60,000 crowd. The red flag is taken away. The Malaysian 500cc Grand Prix is about to start. The lights change to green. A great start by Doohan, number 2. Doohan leads the way into the first left-hander. Just Wayne Rainey in second place, number 1, and a good start also by Alex Crevier. Crevier, in fact, in second place behind Doohan. Wayne Rainey third, Daryl Beattie fourth, number 53. In fifth place, we see Neil Mackenzie. In sixth place, Juan Garriga. Doohan leads. Rainey desperate to stay with him, number 1. The field peel their way through. At the back of the field, Marco Papa, number 16. But it's Doohan leading from Crevier. Rainey in third place. Fourth place, Beattie. Fifth place, Neil Mackenzie. Sixth place, Juan Garriga. And again, a bigger 500cc field than we've seen of late. This is the battle at the front. Doohan, 2 wins in 2 races so far this season, riding the new NSR Rothmans Honda. In second place, Alex Crevier riding in Zito Ponzi's Kamsa Honda team. And in third place, the current world champion, Wayne Rainey. But Doohan leads the field. Desperate to win his third Grand Prix in succession. 1 lap gone. Crevier hanging on well. But Rainey in third place won't want Doohan to get away too much. And I'm sure he's going to make a move soon on Crevier in second place. Doohan, the 26-year-old Queenslander. Crevier, the youngest ever world champion when he won the 125cc world title. And Rainey, Beattie, Mackenzie, Garriga, Barros, Lawson, Randy Momola riding the Budweiser Yamaha. Not a good start by the Californian. Back at the front, Doohan, Crevier, Rainey, Beattie, Mackenzie. And the Scotsman hanging on well to Beattie's rear wheel, and Beattie just looking behind to catch a glance of him. This is Rainey, missed the race last year at Shah Alam after breaking his thigh in a practice accident just a week before. But Doohan still not pulling away. And Crevier, this is a sensational performance by the young Spaniard. Doohan leads, Crevier second. Oh, and a moment for Rainey. He almost loses the rear end of the Marlboro Yamaha. And he's certainly making no impression of Crevier in front of him at the moment. Doohan leads, Crevier, Rainey. And what a display by Crevier, the youngest ever world champion when he won that 125cc world title. His first full season of 500cc Grand Prix racing. What a display by him. And Doohan is not pulling away from his pursuers. And Rainey in particular would be very happy with this situation. Still fighting his way back to full fitness, Rainey. This is Doohan and Crevier. This is Rainey, number 1. World champion in 1990 and 1991. But Doohan leads this year's championship with a maximum 40 points. Doohan. And that's the gap, Crevier, Rainey. And these 3 now are pulling away from their pursuers, headed by Beattie and Mackenzie. But as yet, Rainey not making a move on Crevier. But as yet, Doohan certainly not pulling away from the 2 behind him. It's an intriguing situation and really a setup for a great finish. Round the loop they go, the slowest part of this Shah Alam circuit, and a real tester for these 500cc machines with that awesome spread of power. Doohan 2, Crevier number 28, and Rainey number 1, the world champion. And it's tightening up all the time at the front. You've just caught a glimpse of the 2 pursuers behind them. That's Beattie and Mackenzie. But Rainey, surely any moment now, is going to make a move to get past Crevier and start mounting some sort of challenge on Doohan. And Doohan, in the meantime, I'm sure, is going to make a move soon to try and pull away from his 2 pursuers, especially from Rainey, who might just get trapped behind Crevier in second place. Doohan, typical hard riding style by the Australian. And Beattie McKenzie having a rare old battle for fourth place. Then Garriga and Barros. Barros riding the Cagiva and Garriga riding the Ducatus Yamaha. Doohan, and he's on a fast lap, one would imagine. He's just opening up a bit of a gap now on Crevier. Surely now Rainey's going to make his move. The Californian will not allow Doohan to pull away. Doohan. And Rainey trying to get up the inside of Crevier then. He's got through. Rainey into second place. Crevier relegated to third. So Rainey making his tensions very clear indeed. He crashed in the opening round in Japan, finished second to Doohan in Australia, and now desperate to get back to winning ways. But Doohan out in front, as he has been for most of the season. Rainey in second place, the double world champion, and the former 125cc champion Crevier in third. Now, can Rainey start reeling in Doohan at the front? And Crevier, once again, is hanging on to Rainey. Into the start and finish straight they come. That's the gap, it isn't very big. And the crowd, as you can hear, loving every moment of this titanic 500cc battle. 34 laps around this 3.5 kilometre circuit. And it's Michael Doohan, the 26-year-old Australian, who leads. The distinctive sound of the new NSR, Rothmans Honda. Second place, Rainey. And in third place, Crevier, who's given the world champion a really hard time. Doohan trying hard now to pull away. Slides the rear wheel of the Honda as he comes out of the right-hander onto the fastest part of the circuit. Beattie McKenzie still slogging out for fourth. It's a good ride by McKenzie. Back in full-time Grand Prix racing after missing most of last season, after finishing fourth in the championship in 1990. And Beattie, of course, on only his second ever 500cc Grand Prix ride. He amazed everybody last week by finishing third in Australia, but McKenzie's going to get up the inside. McKenzie's got through on the brakes. Yes, Neil McKenzie up into fourth. Darrell Beattie relegated to fifth. Great riding by McKenzie. It's 11 years since a British rider won a 500cc Grand Prix. So, all hopes rest firmly on this Scotsman. And this is Eddie Lawson, 4 times world champion on the Cagiva, and out of the race into the pits. Doohan still leads. Rainey in second place, and Crevier, would you believe, still third. This is Rainey. Unfortunate start to the season. He fell, and the red flag is out. The red flag is being shown. It's raining on certain parts of the circuit. Has the race been stopped? Yes, it has. The race has been stopped. So the new regulations will now prevail. The riders will have half an hour to decide what to do about tyres. They will then go back out on the track and complete the race. And that will now be classed as a wet weather race and will not be stopped unless conditions are impossible. And look at the rain. The track is flooded, but the race will restart in half an hour. A tense time for Michael Doohan.
I'm never confident in the rain, you know, like anything can happen. It's really slippery, so we'll just see what happens, I think.
Wayne Rainey's eyes say it all. Kenny Roberts offers advice. Tension mounts as the rain continues to pour down. It's still hot and very sticky. Crevier prepares to go back out and do battle after his magnificent first leg. Tyre choice will be vital. Rainey back on the grid. Kenny Roberts again in close attendance. Doohan, he'll start once again in pole position. So 18 laps the second leg will be, and the track is definitely drying, but it's still damp. The lights change to green, we're off again. Oh, a slide there from Doohan, a rear wheel slide. And a good start by number 12, Barros. Barros leads the way. Garriga second. Crevier third. We look for Doohan. He got in a nasty slide, but Barros leads on the damp track. The Brazilian riding the Cagiva. Garriga, the Spaniard, in second place. Crevier in third. Mackenzie fourth. Rainey fifth, and it looked like Doohan in sixth place. So Doohan number 2. Yes, there he is. Recovered from that bad start. And it's a lottery out there at the moment. These 170 brake horsepower machines on a slippery track. Not anybody's idea of a Sunday afternoon of fun. But everybody's safely through. Barros leads, Garriga second, Crevier third, and Doohan up into fourth place. And the spray kicking off the rear wheels of these machines. Most of the riders using hand-cut slick tyres. A cross between full wet weather tyres and the dry slicks. The track, though, is drying all the time, and Barros still leads. Garriga's still in second place. What a ride by the young Brazilian. Only his second season in the Cagiva team. And Garriga riding the Ducatus Yamaha, number 6. In third place, Crevier. Fourth now, Michael Doohan. Rainey also safely through. A good battle at the front as the track dries. Barros still leading, but Garriga closing right up on him. Onto the start and finish straight. Still a lot of wet about, as you can see there. Great plume of spray from the rear wheels. Garriga on the brakes, snatches the lead. Garriga leads. Barros in second place, then a gap. Crevier and Doohan. The overall winners will be decided by adding up the times from both races. Then the fastest times, the rider with the fastest times, will be the overall winner. And it does appear that Doohan leads the way overall at the moment, but leading the second leg is Garriga, with Barros in second place. This is Garriga. A hard-riding 250cc competitor before switching to the 500s. And Doohan certainly is leading overall. He's in third place. That's Miguel de Hamel. We see Doug Chandler also there riding the Suzuki. But Garriga, great performance by the Spaniard. A really good day for the Spaniards. Barros in second place, Doohan third, Crevier fourth. Garriga again, number 6. And certainly the track is dry in some parts, but wet in others. Just the type of surface riders hate, and especially riders of 500cc machines. But the rain starts to pour down again. It's raining very hard indeed at this moment. And one wonders if the race will take its full distance or if it will have to be stopped. It must be getting very dangerous indeed out there at the moment. This is Garriga. Certainly this part of the circuit does seem dry. Doohan now second, Crevier third, Barros fourth. Wayne Rainey still trying to pick his way through the field in 6th place. Garriga and Doohan closing all the time. Then Crevier, number 21, that's Peter Goddard, riding the Yamaha in 4th place in this leg. And this is Wayne Rainey, but this is Juan Garriga who leads the way. That's the gap. This is Doohan. Just lifts the front wheel of the Honda. Then Crevier, Goddard, Miguel de Hamel, Rainey, Barros. And Barros now going back down the field. Good ride also by Miguel de Hamel on the Yamaha France machine, just in front of Rainey. Garriga still leads. Through the loop. Doohan in second place. This is the wettest part of the circuit. Very controlled ride indeed by Doohan. Second in this second leg, but leading overall the Malaysian Grand Prix. You can see that the track is certainly drying in certain places. Doohan onto the start and finish straight. Still kicking up some spray from the rear wheel. Rainey now up into third. Goddard fourth. In 5th place, Crevier. 6th place, de Hamel. And in 7th, Darrell Beattie. This is Rainey, 2nd overall in the race, but 3rd overall in this second leg. Behind him, Crevier. Great ride by the Spaniard. Then Peter Goddard, Miguel de Hamel, and Darrell Beattie. The rear end of that bunch, number 58. And the track, as you can see, is drying all the time, but still some very wet ominous patches. Doohan closing all the time now on Garriga. He doesn't really need to get past him. He must realise he's leading overall. Closes up behind him at the left-hander at the end of the start and finish straight. That distinctive style of Doohan. Closing all the time on Garriga, putting the pressure on the Spaniard at the front. Doohan now mounting his challenge. Is he going to go up the outside? Yes, he does. He's got the advantage, the inside advantage for the left-hander. Doohan leads. Garriga not happy with the situation in second place. Doohan led the first leg, he leads the second leg, and he leads the race overall. Garriga second in this second leg. Fourth overall on corrected time. Doohan now a clear road in front of him, surely en route to Grand Prix victory number 3. A full house for the Australian Michael Doohan, maximum points, and the track, again, as you can see, drying in this particular part. Through the loop they go. The brand new unfinished football stadium in the background. Doohan will be getting good pit signals from his team. He'll know the situation exactly, although it doesn't take a mathematician to work out that he's leading overall. Past his pit signals he goes. Garriga doing a good job in second place. Rainey in third, catching Garriga all the time. Rainey's really got to get his head down now and try and put some pressure on the two men at the front. Japanese backmarker Arakaki. Hopefully he's not going to get in Doohan's way. And that's the gap. We wait for Garriga. It is a big gap now. And the rain has returned. Just look at it pouring down. Rainey wipes his visor. And this is Doug Chandler now up into fourth place riding the Suzuki. In fifth place, Crevier, and sixth, Beattie. But the rain is pouring down once again now. Technically, the race should not be stopped, but if it gets too dangerous, I'm sure it will. And it's raining even harder than it was in the first leg. Just look how wet it is. Most of these riders on hand-cut slick tyres. Very gingerly indeed. Doohan goes up the main straight, looks behind him. We have a faller, number 21, Peter Goddard. He's back in the race, though. Goddard off the track riding the Rock Yamaha, but now back in the race for the Australian. Doohan and Garriga. Garriga's closed up on Doohan. Doohan desperate not to take any risks at this stage. Number 31, Terry Crine, another faller in the background. This is Doohan, Garriga just behind him. My golly, the pace has slowed down for these leading men. Doohan's got his hand in the air. Is the red flag being shown? Yes, it is. The second leg has been stopped. So, victory overall for Australian Michael Doohan riding the Rothmans Honda. In second place, Rainey. Third, Crevier. Fourth, Garriga. And fifth, Doug Chandler. Doohan leads the way in the championship. Chandler second, Rainey third, Swans fourth, and Beattie fifth. So, 3 in a row for Michael Doohan. Second place, Wayne Rainey. And in third place, Alex Crevier. At the finish, Doohan just happy it was all over.
I was just waiting for him to put the red flag out because we'd done 75% of the race and all of us were on basically the same tyres, and it was just dangerous out there. I think a few guys crashed and I thought that's what it was going to take, a few more guys going down before they actually put the flag out. And I tell you, it was a big relief when I seen the red flag.
We were just straight up and down, the bikes were spinning sideways and guys were falling down, and they're hard enough to ride in the dry.